Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2024 Girls Inc. Luncheon. My name is Cynthia Medina Carson. I'm the host committee co-chair. I'm also a Girls Inc. National Board member, and I am a proud Girls Inc. alumna.
That was good. My name is Amirshahi. I'm a national board member of Girls Inc. And I'm also proudly representing Macy's Inc. from Table 10 over here. Thank you very much. And a member of the national board. Thank you.
So we are absolutely delighted to have you here today to celebrate an amazing group of honorees and some wonderful Girls Inc. leaders. But we would be remiss if we didn't acknowledge today the Women's History Month, and reflect on the incredible strides women have made throughout the years. Whether it's the suffragists advocating for our right to vote, which is really important right now, or the thousands of trailblazers that have paved the way for these girls, and I bet you some of you are here today. We stand on the shoulders of those who came before us.
And right alongside, yes, please. And right alongside all of those trailblazing women and pioneers you heard about, there's been an organization, steadfast, in fact, that has stood the test of time to support Girls Inc. throughout the ages, and that is Girls Inc. So, as the longest-running girls leadership organization, Girls Inc. has been inspiring girls to be smart, strong, and bold for 160 years strong. That, I think, deserves applause. Now, even if you just know a little bit because somebody on our committee invited you to attend and buy a ticket, or you've been a participant in the programs or an alumni like Cynthia, you know that this organization has been at the forefront across the United States and in local towns and communities to advocate for young girls and addressing the challenges of being a girl. And Girls Inc. continues to do that today through its life-changing Girls Inc. experience, something I think you know about, Cynthia.
I do. So I can attest firsthand about the Girls Inc. experience. For me, Girls Inc. was this creative and magical place where I could explore my authentic self. For me, Girls Inc. was actually a conduit for many of my first, it was the first time I ever held a camera, and they encouraged me to, take photography lessons. It was the first time that I took a car on a trip to Boston, which seemed so far away, and it felt like I had gone to 10 states, but it was only like an hour and a half, car ride. It was the first time that I played basketball. I learned how to swim. I remember knitting the ugliest sweater for my mother. And for Western Massachusetts, a little quirky, basket weaving. So, Girls Inc. has been there for me for many years. And what I think is important is that it was the one place where my creativity and my leadership skills were very much nurtured. And I never felt like any question was too small, and I never felt like any dream was too big. And if anything, they encouraged me to think bigger.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that, Cynthia. Now, today you're going to hear about these remarkable girls and a full circle moment later in the program as we celebrate an honoree that's another Girls Inc. alumni. Over 160 years, Girls Inc. has been proven to work. Girls emerge from the programs and local affiliates more informed, confident, and bolder. They become leaders and advocates in reshaping their own relationships, and their communities. And as they carry these skills to colleges, to workplaces, and beyond, they contribute to the environment and the advancement of equity and justice for all, truly making this world a better place for all. Now, I'm going to tell you for a minute, why am I so personally connected to the mission of Girls Inc.? I'm a solo parent. I have a precocious, vivacious, always asking tons of questions 7-year-old girl in my world. And I'm always thinking how it's so important that I need her to be stimulated, inspired by great minds, and given fair chances at doing great things. And I'm fortunate. I have a lot of people in my life that do exactly that for her. And I try to do that too. But we all know in this chaotic, hectic world that not every parent and not every caretaker has the same resources, the same time, and opportunities to give them those big moments, to be able to give them those big ideas and clear pathways to a personal and academic and professional growth. My second touch point to Girls Inc. is Macy's Inc. And I will tell you that our company really believes in the empowerment of all young children, but especially girls. And you may notice if you've gone to Macy's.com or a Macy's store this month, all month long we do a roundup campaign. Remember that moment you're buying something and the cashier says, do you want to round up? Well, we've been doing that once a month since 2020, and it alone has raised more than $5.7 million directly for Girls Inc. Did I mention it's active right now at Macy's and Macy's.com for you to make that small contribution that adds up to a lot of money that empowers not just the national office, but most importantly, the affiliates all throughout our neighborhoods and communities. And at the Macy's organization, and members of my social impact team are right here who engineered it. Thank you, ladies. It has touched 220,000 girls across the U.S. with the Girls Inc. experience.
So let's talk about a little bit of that experience because it's important. Because not only some of the programs that I was part of, but the experience is really also about mentoring relationships that really build confidence and support and offer support and guidance for these girls to get through obstacles. And these components were the programs and these mentorships together. What's really important is that this happens in a pro-girl safe space and in a place where that fosters a deep sense of sisterhood and a deep ability to kind of get to their authentic self. So over time, we will acquire these skills and build that confidence so you can actually make those small and big dreams tangible. So really, we want to thank all of you for being in the room today, and it's a heartfelt thank you. Because you being here and you participating makes all the work we talk about possible. And I encourage you after today and after the luncheon to stay connected, be vested in these girls. They are the future and they are poised to change the world the way we know it. All right, so let's kick off the celebration and have a little fun. I know I've seen a bunch of you taking some pictures, some people taking 50, some 700 already. What we want to do is share the wealth and get the information out there. Right, we have a couple hashtags. I love events with hashtags. Hashtag Girls Inc. Luncheon and hashtag Champion for Girls. Let's share this positive energy out there to the people. We want to encourage you to stay connected after today.